Hi, Kelly. I was in the PTO calendar adding some upcoming vacation time that I'm planning and noticed you're off for a week in December. That's your trip to Florida with the family, right?
Yes, some of the kids are going with us.
Oh, only some of the kids. How's the planning going?
It's been a little difficult. The older kids are hesitant about going. So as of today, it's just my 21-year-old, his girlfriend, my husband, and I going on the trip. Funny thing is, the younger kids initiated this trip.
That's actually very nice. Are they excited?
Well, they're excited, but having us tag along makes them a little nervous. My son and his girlfriend want to plan the trip, and they're afraid I'm going to take over the planning.
Have you thought about using our resistance management planning resource to help you think through the challenges and what you might do about them on your own?
Actually, I hadn't thought of that. I use that tool all of the time here at work, but I never thought to use it with a personal situation. Would you be willing to help walk me through it?
Sure. It would help to type in some notes as we go through it so you have a reference guide and an action plan to refer back to.
Okay, that's a great idea.
All right, let's start with your son having reservations about you taking over the planning. What might you do to make sure that doesn't happen?
Well, they already booked the hotel and are committed to the dates. I'll either need to stay at that hotel, which wouldn't have been my first choice, or my husband and I will need to stay at a different hotel and we'll just need to coordinate transportation between locations.
That sounds like a reasonable option and mitigates that concern. How will you know if your plan is okay with them?
Well, they're going to be at the house this weekend for dinner, so I'll just ask them about it. If we go with the separate hotels, transportation plans to meet up from time to time will require some coordination, but I think we can do it.
Awesome! Isn't your son's girlfriend in college? Can she get away in early December?
Well, it's tricky timing because of finals, but she really wants to go at a time when it's not so hot and a little less busy.
So what's her plan about finals then?
She's going to reach out to her professors and see about taking her finals early.
Great idea. She's being proactive. That sounds like a good way to transfer her concern and reduce some stress. What else are you concerned about?
Well, my oldest son and his wife are starting a family and don't want to spend the money on a trip to Florida. They may need that money in the future for medical expenses.
That's important. So is that the final decision, or should you encourage them some more?
I think I'm just going to go with it and accept it. Their first priority right now is starting a family, and I don't want to put any unnecessary pressure on them.
I understand. That makes sense. What about your daughter? What's up with her? Is she planning to join you?
Well, she has anxiety in large groups of people. We plan on spending several days in the parks, and that would totally stress her out.
Ooh, that sounds really tough for her. I'm wondering if you could plan your park days back to back at the beginning or the end of the trip, and maybe she could join you on the days you aren't going to the parks. Do you think she would be open to that?
That's a great idea. I'm going to give her a call tonight and make that suggestion.
Awesome. How will you reinforce to her that you're serious about staying away from crowds?
I'll assure her that the days she joins us will be pool or chill days. If the younger kids change their mind, you know how kids are, and want to hop from park to park that day, her dad and I will commit to being with her. To be honest, we'll probably need a break at that point too.
Oh, I hope she likes that idea. So we've talked about you and all of the kids. How about your husband? Is he excited to go?
Well, first of all, he's a nervous flyer and suggested that we drive instead of fly. I was like, no way. I don't have that much vacation time to use and don't want to spend it driving.
Ooh, so he agreed to fly?
Yes, he's willing to fly as long as it's a direct flight.
That sounds like a nice compromise and a great way to mitigate his concern. Is there anything else that might be a concern and prevent you from having an awesome vacation with the family?
No, I think we've covered it all.
And you have your action plan jotted down.
I do, thanks. That does make it easier for me. The Resistance Management Planning resource really helped frame out my action plan and address my family's concerns. I'm so looking forward to this vacation.